Streaming?
Yeah.
I'm not that strict.
Yep. Here we go. Orangeville Flyers versus the Barrie Colts. And Grady in for the face-off. Mills has that in his feet. Chipped back to the Flyers blue line. Felix. Cross to Jeffrey Stedman. He'll set it up back to Felix. Centering pass for Andrade. Into the feet of Kelly. Back to Andrade. Into the blue line shot. That missed high and wide. Millis on the rebound. Has it tied up at the half boards, but dragged to the blue line. Colts ship it out of their zone up to center ice. And over the left wing of the Flyer zone. Felix pressuring his man on the outside. Centering pass. Dipping in with the stick. That'll come up to the blue line, but the Colts keep it in. Chipped into the far corner. Jeffrey Stedman picks it up. Takes behind the net up to the right side. Felix off the boards to center. Colts dump it right back into Flyers territory. Jeffrey Stedman up to center. Colts dump it back in. Randall in the far corner. He gets the breaks. Off the boards. Randall to the half boards. He'll pick it up back at the blue line and take it up through center. And over the left wing of the Colts on the cross for Lunny. Lunny with the shot. Up down by the Colts goaltender. .49 to go in the first period. Randall in for the faceoff. One back by the Colts to the near corner. Played off the boards. Lunny's there to keep it in. Colts pick it up. Skate it to the blue line and dump it up through center. Away to Gower just under his stick into the Colts blue line. Colts play it up through center. Randall's there to keep it out. Back to Wade. He'll take a shot from center ice on target. Takes the hop. Loose puck. I think that went out over the goal line. Flyers goal scored by number 14, Austin Wade, at 8:22 to go in the first period. Nichols steps in to take the face-off for the Flyers. Picked up by the Colts. They'll play it back to the defense. Off the far wing up the center. In over the Flyers territory. Shot. Given with the glove. Keeps it out. Way picks up the loose puck. Skates behind his net. Off the boards to the blue line, but not out. Shot through traffic. Tipped in with a glove and holds onto it for the whistle. Nico back in for the faceoff. He'll win that back behind his net. Savory picks it up, sends it around the near wing for Telford. Telford chips it out over the blue line up to center. Hunter picks it up, gains the territory, just overskated the puck. Colts pick it up. They'll cycle it off the far wing to the blue line, kept in by Nickel to Hunter. Back to Nickel on the far boards. In front for Telford with the shot. That hit a body. Felix on the rebound. Just shovels it to the near corner. Colts chip it up the half boards. Cross ice to the far blue line, and they'll bring it up through center. Colts in over the Flyers blue line. Savory on his man, keeping him on the outside. Colts behind the net to the near corner. Played to the blue line. Back into the half boards, dumped in behind the Flyers goal. Colts with it in deep. Outlet pass off of Savory's skate, just missed wide. Savory. Lead pass for Telford at the Flyers blue line. He'll take that through center at the blue line and dump it into the far corner. And Trady pressuring. He'll pick up the loose puck. That's out front. Runs out of room. Puck comes to the blue line. Felix kept it in, but no Flyers were there to help. Colts down the left wing. Run out of room. Shot through traffic. Dipping with the blocker save. Rebound to the near corner for Felix. He'll send that around the boards up to center ice. Colts play back towards the Flyers blue line. Tipped there by Kelly, or the Colts player. They'll bring it right back in the Flyers territory. Chipped in behind the net. Felix picks it up. He'll skate up the right wing. Through center and over the Colts blue line to the corner. Felix still has it. Shot from a steep angle, top corner, and he scores. Flyers goal scored by number 88, James Felix. 6:06 to play in the first period. Andretti steps in to take the face off. Let's get a piece of it to the near wing. And DeCamillo's pressure. Andretti shovels it in over the blue line. Colts up through center. Down the right wing. In offside for the whistle. Randall steps in to take the face off. One forward by the Colts all the way to the far corner. Jeffrey Stedman picks it up, shovels it to the near side for Sloan. Sloan off the boards to Money. He'll send it off the boards for Randall in Colts territory. Randall picks it up in the corner. Outlet pass just underneath Gower's stick comes to Jeffrey Stedman at the point. He'll turn, fire it around the boards to the near corner for Lunny. Lunny shovels it up to the blue line for Sloan with the shot. Rebound by Randall. Pad save by the Colts goaltender to keep it out. Randall up through the middle. Lets a shot go. Doesn't get all of it. Hits the body. Colts clear that to the blue line and out off of a Sloan skate. He'll pick it up back in his own end. Send it across from Jeffrey Stedman. Jeffrey Stedman. Pass intended for Lunny. That hit his stick. Colts back into Flyers territory. In the near corner, Sloan to Lunny on the boards. He'll get it to the blue line, but not out. Colts walked out front, shot. Pittman makes a save, rebound, cleared out of the way by Sloan. Lunny clears that to center ice. Colts turn, dump it right back into Flyers territory. That took a weird hop off the boards. Nickel picks it up. Backhand pass intended for Hunter, intercepted by the Colts. They're in deep, shot. Pittman jumps on the puck for the whistle. Four and a half minutes to go in the period. Nickel in for the draw. He's tied up in some feet. Telford reached for it. Colts out front. Backhand pass through the legs. Just on the one time. Hunter to Telford at the blue line. He'll take it up through center. Telford gains the zone down the right side. Hits the brakes at the half boards. Sends it to Wade. He walks in. Lets a shot go just off the glove and over the net. Hunter intended for Nickel. That was intercepted by the Colts. Colts up through center and over the left side of the Flyers territory. Way reaching. Drives his man behind the net. Colts to the blue line. Almost picked off by Way to Nickel. Up to Telford. Lead pass just in front of Hunter. He'll pick that up before it's icing. Hunter hits the brakes to the corner. Sends it back to Felix at the point. He lets a shot go. That one deflected wide. Colts on the rebound. They'll try to fire it up the boards. Telford's there to keep it in. Colts off the near boards to Felix. He lets another shot go. Tipped in front. That doesn't make it to the net. Colts out the right side. Carrying over the Flyers blue line. Defense by Jeffrey Stedman. He'll shovel it up to center ice. Colts turn fired. Puck sits in front of the Flyers bench. Andretti strips it, gets it to Kelly on the near wing. We'll get the blue line, but that's about it. Andretti helping him out. Puck comes loose. DeCamillo lets that go to Felix. Across to Jeffrey Stedman. Off the far boards. In over the blue line, just hopped over DeCamillo's stick, and the Colts clear it out. Down the right side, in over the Flyers territory. Picked up by Felix. Behind the net, off the near wing for Kelly. He'll take it up the right side. Through center, lifted in off the boards, in deep for the Colts territory. Colts off the far wing. They'll get that up to center ice. Kelly with a good back check. Felix with a good poke. Gets the puck to DeCamillo, so he'll take it back in over the Colts zone. Drop there for Andretti. He walks in the middle, lets a shot. That hit a shin guard and deflected wide. Colts at the far half boards. We'll send that to center. Way. Shot off Andrade. Right back to Way. That puck will chip into the Colts territory. Randall off the bench. Colts intercept. Chipped it into the far corner. Randall picks it up. 2 minutes to go in the first. Randall up through the middle. He runs out of room. Gower picks it up, sends it back to Wade, who chips it into the zone. Money, the forecheck. Colts send it around the far wing. Gower's there at the half boards. To Randall. That'll come to Lunny. He sends it to the near open wing. Colts off the boards to the blue line. Sloan kept it in. He'll dump it to the corner. 1:20 to go in the period. Colts off the far wing. Intercepted by Lunny. He'll get it to Gower. Gower winds up with a shot. Tip just deflected wide off the goaltender's pad. Randall on the loose puck. Comes back to Sloan at the blue line. Just pops by him. Wade back checks. Sloan gets it to the Colts blue line. Gower intercepted that one. Brings it right back into Randall. Off his foot. Gower hits the brakes. Catches an edge. Colts. The pass in over the Flyers blue line. That'll miss wide. Sloan gets back to the back check. Sends it to the near wing for Lunny. There's a Colt player down. I don't think there's any penalty. I don't see anything wrong with it. 44 seconds to go in the first period. Face off in the Flyers territory. Comes to the right of Dittman. Nichols steps in to take the face off. Bouncing puck. Telford almost got a piece of it out. Felix off to Telford, across to Hunter and over the blue line. Hunter cuts through the middle. Last second move. That's the puck comes off the stick. Colts cleared up through center in over the Flyers blue line. Shot. Dittman steers that to Felix to the near side. Felix sends it around to Telford. Outlet pass just behind Hunter. To the Colts blue line, they'll pick it up and dump it up to center ice. Linesman's in the way. Nickel, Telford, and Hunter holding it there. We got about 2 seconds to go in the period. That'll do it for the first period. Flyers are up 2-0 after one. Here we go to start the second period. Andrade steps in to take the face-off. Wins it back just out of the reach of Jeffrey Stedman. He'll pick it up in the near half boards. Lead pass hops over Andretti's stick up to center. Colts pick it up at their blue line. They'll send it in over the left wing of the Flyers zone. Sloan kicks it back to the blue line, dumped in by the Colts. Man out front shot. Loved by Dittman for the whistle. Andretti back in for the faceoff. Back by the Colts. The blue line, all the way back into their own end. DeCamillis pressuring. Colts clear to the near wing. DeCamillis, Andretti, and Kelly. All three forwards. Plus Savory at the near boards. Andretti comes up with it. Takes it across to the far side. Out front shot. Loose puck. DeCamillis swipes at it. Get a little bit of attention there. Randall in for the faceoff for the Flyers. Draw Randall. Got a piece of it. Takes it to the far corner. Spinning. He's got two men on him. Loose puck comes out. Lunny picks it up. Takes it behind the net to the near corner. Up to Savory at the slot. Savory steps around one. Lunny picks up the loose puck. Shot. That was blocked in front. Here to the blue line. Savory winds up. Lets the shot go. On target. Loose puck. Comes back to Savory. He'll dump that into the near corner. Gower on his man in the corner. Puck back around to Savory. Shot tipped in front. And they scored. Flyers goal scored by number 19, Ethan Lunny. 13:42 to go in the second period. Randall back in for the faceoff. Runs that to Gower on the near side. He'll send it in. Felix, Jeffrey Stedman back to Felix. Lead pass for Gower at the blue line. Gower ties his man up. Colts along the near wing. Randall steps in. Touched by the Colts, and they're going to the box. Colts penalty, 2 minutes for head contact. 13:23 to go in the second period. Flyers to the power play. Nickel in to take the face-off. Nickel wins it back. Lunny on the far wing at the point. Deep, Telford across to Felix. He'll send it to the near wing for Hunter. Hunter in the corner, behind the net for Telford. Telford out to Hunter with the shot. Loose puck. Nickel missed it just wide. He'll pick up the rebound to the near corner, circling. Send it to the far corner for Hunter. He'll pick it up at the half boards with Lunny there to help him out. Colts strip it. They'll turn fire. Lunny's there to keep it in. He lets the shot go. That will miss just wide. Nickel with the rebound. Comes to Telford. Up to Felix at the point. Felix throws it on net. And the Colts goaltender holds on to that one for the whistle. Flyers change their forward line. Oh, all five of them go. Andretti in for the face-off. Through the Colts' legs. Andretti picks it up, sends it back to Sloan. He lets a shot go, tipped by Kelly, missed just wide, rebound. Up to Jeffrey Stedman at the point. He'll send it to the half boards for Kelly. Out front for Andretti. Had that one rolling. His shot missed wide of the net. Colts to the near corner. Kept there by Felix. Sorry, Kelly. Andretti. Behind the net. Kelly gets cross-checked. Andretti to Sloan at the point. Back in for Andretti. Out front for DeCamillis with a one-timer. Doesn't connect all of it. Loose puck picked up by Kelly. Cleared to Sloan at the slot. His shot off the Colts player, and they'll pick it up at center ice and bring it into the Flyers territory. Jeffrey Stedman with a good back check. Colts hit the brakes and dump it in behind the Flyers net. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Jeffrey Stedman off the boards for DeCamillis. That'll clear the zone. Shot from out front. Dietman steers that wide and plays it for Jeffrey Stedman. Jeffrey Stedman to Andretti. He'll take it through center and over the Flyer Colts blue line to the near corner. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. Andretti to Savory. His shot was blocked. Savory turns, fires, tipped through traffic. Loose puck. Comes on DeCamillis' stick. He gets shoved wide of the net. The goaltender lost his stick and blocker to the whistle. Back to 5-on-5. Randall in for the faceoff. Back by the Colts. They'll pick it up behind their net. Play it around the near wing. Gower's there at the half boards. He shovels it towards the net. Colts clear that through center. Way. In over the blue line. Just offside. "11 minutes to go in the second period. Randall in for the faceoff. One back by the Colts. Gower pressuring. Colts off the near wing. That'll come to Savory at center ice. Savory off the boards for Gower. He'll get the blue line. Gower under pressure. Drives it to the corner. Gower behind to Lunny on the far side. Lunny up the boards to Way at the point. Way tries to step around him. Uses his body. Colts come up with it and he'll chip that up towards the Flyers' blue line. Randall back in his own zone. He'll take it up to the left wing. And over the Colts blue line. Randall to the corner. Thrown out front. That was deflected towards the net. Colts goaltender, or winger, sorry, plays that to the blue line. Way keeps it in. Gower backs him up on the point. Gower out front for Lunny. Lunny with the backhand. Loose puck. Goaltender holds on to that one for the whistle. .10:06 to go in the second period. Nichols steps in to take the face-off. That went through his legs. Colts pick it up. We'll get to the center ice. Passed across to the near wing and over the Flyers' blue line. To the corner. Out behind the net. Colts play along the boards to the corner. Felix intercepted that back pass. Played it around the near wing. Jeffrey Stedman off the back of Hunter. Colts at the blue line. Hunter strips it. Steps around one. He'll bring it over Colts blue line to the near side. Hunter with the shot. Rebound. Cleared out of the way. Telford's shot missed just wide. Colts in the corner. The outlet pass almost picked off by Nickel. Colts in over the Flyers blue line. Down the left side. Behind the net up. Out front, Jeffrey Stedman had a stick on that one. Colts at the half boards. Toe saved by Dittman. Rebound all the way to the point. Shot. Rebound comes out front. Hunter got a piece of that one. He sends it across for Telford at the far wing. Telford tips it into the Colts zone. They'll bring it all the way back behind their net. Off the near wing to center, Jeffrey Stedman. He'll pick that up. Backhand. To the far wing, Telford in over the blue line, touches the puck offside. Andretti in for the face-off. One back by the Colts. We'll play that up through center and over the right wing. Centering pass. That shot, bouncing puck, missed wide. Rebound. Comes all the way over the near side. Half-boards. Kelly was there. Colts beat him to it, send it behind the net. Sloan to DeCamillis. Up to Kelly at center. Kelly in over the blue line. Slows it down to the corner. DeCamillis and Andretti run out of room. Colts pick it up. They'll bring it out the left wing. Pass across to the right side and over the Flyers blue line. Offside. Andretti in for the face-off. Just outside of his blue line. Bouncing puck. This player fell. Kelly got a piece of it. Chips up to center. DeCamillis got tied up. Colts play it back into the right wing of the Flyer zone. Good stick by Way. Puck sits there. Way picks it up. They clear the zone. Regroup back in his own end. Way. Change of plans. Takes it up the right side. That one gets stuck at the blue line. DeCamillis lifts it in and waits there for Kelly to clear. Colts. At the blue line, and Brady kept it in for a second. Comes back to Way at center ice. Colts. And over the right side of the Flyer zone, Andretti back to pick it up. Andretti to Way. A little too slow. Colts steer that towards the Flyers' goal. Dittman steers it wide for Sloan. Wraparound attempt. Dittman got over in time. Colts with the puck in the far corner, up to the point. Shot through traffic, tipped. They scored. That'll make it 3-1 with just over 7 minutes to go in the second period. Randall in for the face-off. Won that clean. Pass Gower comes to Savory in the Flyers' end. Savory. The pass intended for Gower doesn't make it. Colts back in deep. To the corner shot. Rebound. They scored again. Two quick goals by the Colts. Gets them back within one. Nickel steps in to take the face-off. One back by the Colts. They'll play it off the near wing into the Flyer zone. Jeffrey Stedman picks it up. He regroups back behind his net. He's up the near side for Hunter. Colts in the corner. They'll send that to the point. Shot through traffic. Nickel had that land right in front of him. Lead pass for Hunter just out of his reach. Colts back in their own end. Far wing, back in Flyers territory. Sloan back to collect it. Off the boards, Nickel shovels it to the blue line. Bad save by Dittman. Jeffrey Stedman picks up that loose puck. Off the boards for Hunter. At center. Colts. Pass across in their own end. Up the center. That was intercepted by Sloan. Off the boards to Telford. Lead pass for Hunter at center ice. He'll get the zone. Hunter winds up, lets a shot go. That miss just wide. Rebound behind the Colts goal. Comes to the near corner. Nickel stops him at the half boards. Colts' second effort comes to the blue line. Hunter picks up the loose puck. He's got Telford on the open wing. Shot. Blocker saved by the Colts goaltender. Steers that one to the near corner. Off the half boards. Jeffrey Stedman to Hunter through the middle. Stick check. The Colts clear that all the way back into the Flyers' territory. Sloan back to pick it up. Sloan to Jeffrey Stedman off the near wing. That'll come to center. Andretti gets red line and dumps it in the Colts' end. Off the backboards. DeCamillis got a bit of a shove after the whistle. And the Colts are going back to the penalty box. Flyers go back to the power play. And Trady in for the faceoff. What are we doing? It was a very, very late change. Colts coaches are fighting it. They're just killing time to give their player a rest. All right, Andrade in for the faceoff. Off the ref skate, right to the Colts player, off the boards. That hops over Lunny's stick. Lunny picks it up in the near corner, back in the Flyers territory. He'll take it to the far side. Lunny up to DeCamillis. He'll tip that to Kelly at center ice. Kelly in over the blue line through traffic. Colts strip it. They'll fire it hard off the boards, back into the Flyers territory. Felix back to collect it. Felix down the right side and over the Colts blue line. Centering pass for Kelly. Keep your stick on the ice. Kelly picks it up. Face-off circle. Centering pass off the Colts stick. Almost picked off by Andrade at center. He does. Andrade and over the left wing. Uses his body. Drops it there for Kelly with a quick shot. Loose puck sits there. DeCamillis picks it up. Turns and fires. Goaltender holds on to that one for the whistle. Randall in for the faceoff. One back by the Colts to the corner. Randall pressuring behind the net. He'll come up with it in the far corner. Centering pass to Gower. Loose puck. Randall picks it up. Out front. Gower gets knocked down. Gets the shot off, but missed just wide. Lunny in the far corner. Hits the brakes. There's two Colts guys on him. Loose puck comes to Way at the slot. Steps around 1 and 2. Backhand pass to Randall. Comes to Lunny on the far wing. Lunny circles off the boards. Walks out front. Lunny with the slash. Loose puck. Randall trying to get in there to dig it out. And the whistle goes. .23 seconds to go in the penalty. 3.5 minutes to go in the period. Randall steps in for the faceoff. Bouncing puck picked up by the Colts. That'll go towards the net. Goaltender covers it for the whistle. Randall back in for the faceoff. Gets that to Gower to Way at the slot. His shot was blocked. Colts got a piece of that. They'll send it down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Savory back to pick it up. Savory to Gower on the right side. He'll tip that to center. Drives through his man. Randall stripped it off at Gower. Shot from Randall, and goaltender holds it for the whistle. That'll do it for the penalty. Back to 5-on-5. Nickel in for the faceoff. Almost picked up by Hunter. Colts off the near wing. Jeffrey Stedman at the blue line kept it in. Second effort, back to the blue line. Hops over Jeffrey Stedman's stick this time. Colts pick it up and over the Flyers blue line. In the near corner. Good back check by Stedman. Colts send it in behind the Flyers net. Out front. Good defense by Jeffrey Stedman to keep that puck out of his net. Colts in the far corner. To the point. Shot through traffic. Pad save by Dittman. Rebound goes to the far corner. Colts get a piece of it. They'll fire it around the near wing. Colts dump it in deep. Jeffrey Stedman up to the half boards. Colts again back in behind the Flyers net. Sloan. Behind the net for Telford. Intended for Nickel. Picked up. Telford grabs the loose puck at center ice. They'll gain the blue line. Telford. The Hunter across for Nickel. Off his backhand. Colts turn, fire that puck down. That's on target. Dittman has to play it. Jeffrey Stedman. Lead pass just out of the reach of Kelly for icing. Minute 42 to go in the second period. Andrade in for the faceoff. Andrade. Felix, he turns, tries to fire it behind the net. Colts pick it up, bring it back to the near corner. The half boards, Kelly picks that one up. Kelly, centering pass for DeCamillison over the blue line. He runs out of room. Colts pick up the loose puck. They'll take it behind their net out the far corner. Passed up to the blue line and taking down the left wing. DeCamillison with a good back check. Gets the loose puck. Colts on target, steered just wide. Savory. Puck comes to Andrade. He'll get that to the near wing for Kelly. Kelly, cross ice for DeCamillus. He'll tip that into the zone. 1 minute to go in the period. Colts behind their net. They'll send it around the near wing. Puck comes to Savory at the half boards. He'll chip that back in behind the Colts net. Andrade on the puck. To Kelly. His shot wrong, not quite the right angle. DeCamillus is too far out to capitalize on it. Colts in over the Flyers blue line. They'll let a shot go, deflected wide. Felix played behind the net to the far side. Colts are there. Try to bring it out front. Loose puck. Shot. Dittman finally holds onto it for the whistle. Flyers are just letting the Colts stand there and whack at the goaltender. Randall in for the faceoff with 20 seconds to go in the period. Randall gets it to Wade, turns, fires it hard around the net to Gower on the near side. Gower off the boards to the blue line. Randall swiping at it, clears that into the Colts end. Lunny on the forecheck, comes to the blue line and out. Wade at center. Sends that to Randall through traffic, just out of his reach. Colts get that puck to center ice, and that'll do it for the second period. Three-two. Flyers with a slim one-goal lead going into the third period. here we go to start the third period. Randall in to take the face-off. Colts win the draw, bring it in over the Flyers blue line. Lunny strips it, takes it up the right side, gets center, chips it around the defense into the near corner. Randall, on his man, drives him into the boards. Loose puck. Lunny and Randall behind the Colts goal. Lunny comes up with it. Loose puck. Randall in to take the face off, deep in the Colts end. Colts win it to the near boards. Randall tries to tie up his man in the corner. Puck comes to the half boards. Colts to the blue line. Just hops past Sloan's feet. Colts down the left side. Randall with a good back check. And he's going to the box for hooking. The Flyers go to the penalty kill. Telford steps in to take the face-off. Felix gets it up, almost grabbed by Hunter, passed off the back of him by Telford. Colts bring it back in the Flyer zone through the middle shot. Pittman squeezes that one for the whistle. No changes to either team. Telford back in for the face-off. One back by the Colts. Shot through traffic, tipped. Pittman got a piece of that one to steer it wide. Colts pick up the loose puck in the far corner. They'll walk out front. Shot high over the net. Rebound to the near corner. Felix and Telford driving it up the near wing. Colts dump it back in behind the Flyers' goal. To the far side, Jeffrey Stedman got a piece of that. Hunter tried to clear it out. Back to Jeffrey Stedman. He'll clear that down through center and into the Colts zone. Telford pressuring. Colts up the left wing. Through center ice and over the Flyers blue line. Shot through the slot. Missed wide. Rebound. Sits there. Pittman made that save. Colts pick it up in the near corner. Right back to the point. This play, DeCamillis picks it up. DeCamillis through traffic, he scores! Flyers goal scored by number 7, Luca DeCamillis. Short-handed goal at 13:09 to go in the third period. .47 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Nickel in for the face-off. Scrum draw. Picked up by the Colts. They'll bring it back to their blue line. And cycle it around on their own end. Up the near wing. Colts get center ice and looked it into the Flyers zone. Savory off the boards. Couldn't clear the zone. Nickel picks it up in the near corner. He'll take it behind his net. Hard off the glass to the far blue line, but not out. Colts with the shot. Deflected wide by Savory. Nickel behind the net. Colts come up with it. Nickel pins the puck along the boards. Squirts free. Way back to pick it up. Way. He'll turn fire that through center. On target. Colts goaltender will just hold it for the whistle. Back to 5-on-5. 12:23 to go in the third period. And Drady in for the face-off. Andrade to Gower. Gower under pressure, kicks it to the boards, and drives it to the corner. Colts off the glass around to the half boards. Bring that puck out through center. And in over the Flyers' left wing. Savory pressuring. Colts still with it and deep. Thrown out front. That tip was off the side of the net. Savory. Battling. He's got 3 Colts on him. Colts come up with a shot. Again off the side of the net. Savory picks up the loose puck. His pass was, it's a stick. Ends up in the far corner. Way off the boards to the blue line, but not out. Colts dump it back in. Way misfired. Colts around the near side. Right back to the point. Shot through traffic. That hit a body and squared it wide. Savory turns, sends it around the far wing. Hunter's there to pick it up. Hunter. Andrade and Gower over the blue line. Hunter takes a shot. That hit a stick and misses wide of the net. Flyers changing their defense. Colts at center. In over the left wing. Through the middle. Shot. Missed wide. Rebound goes to the far half boards. 11 minutes to go in the period. Colts still with possession deep in the Flyers' end. Savory up to center. Colts dump it back to the Flyers' end. And still call that a high stick. Face-off becomes just outside the Colts end. Nickel in to take it. Back by the Colts. We'll send that off the boards. That hit a glove. No whistle. Nickel gets it back to Jeffrey Stedman in their Flyers end. Jeffrey Stedman with some room. Lead pass to Nickel. He'll tip that over the blue line. Rolling towards the Colts goaltender. Out of his crease. Nickel couldn't quite stop in time. 10:37 to go in the period. Nickel back in for the face-off. From draw, Nickel has it in his feet. Telford looking. Gets it to the near boards. The Colts pick it up in the corner. Off the half boards, just past zone. Colts down the left wing. In over the Flyers blue line. Shot, blocker saved by Dittman. Rebound behind the net. Cleared to the far corner by to Hunter. Out front, Sloan got a piece of it to Nickel, but not out of the zone. Colts shot through traffic. Dittman makes the save. The Colts pick up the loose puck. They'll play that to the corner. To the half boards. Right back to the point. Colts steer towards the net. Dittman makes the save. Wraparound attempt. Colts couldn't bury it. Flyers cleared to the blue line, but not out. Shot deflected. It comes down in the near corner. Hunter has it tied up. Colts come up out front. Shot. That missed about 6 feet high. Telford turns, fires it down. That'll go for icing. They need that change. And the whistle. Nine and a half minutes to go in the third period. Randall steps in to take the face-off. One back by the Colts. Out front, backhand with a good deflection by Savory to get a stick on it. Colts in the near corner. Randall with the back check. Loose puck cleared out of the way by Felix. Still in deep. Dittman jumps on it. Gets a bit of a cross check in front of the ref, but no whistle. Randall back in for the faceoff. Back by the Colts. Randall got a piece of it. Lunny to Felix off the boards up to Lunny. He'll take that through center and over the right wing. Lunny off the boards to the near corner. Colts player played it with his hand. Gower gets there first. Randall turning, firing, doesn't get all of it, missed it wide. Gower throws it out front. Randall trying to settle it down, puck cleared through the blue paint, tipped by the Flyers. That'll go all the way into their own end. Savory back to collect it. Hard off the boards, kept in by the Colts. Colts to the corner. They play it behind the net up the near side. Shot through traffic. That hit a couple sticks. Colts with it again in the near corner up to the point. Comes back in to the corner. Out front. That tip was wide. Colts lifted into the corner, overplayed. Randall picks up the loose puck, plays it off the boards to the corner. Felix picks it up, skates it up the right wing. Felix through center, in over the blue line, not quite enough. Colts turn it around and bring it right back into Flyers territory. Gower to the blue line, not out. Randall swiping at it. Colts finally get it in. Lunny lifts that up to center. Felix tips it out. Center gains the zone. Felix again, centering attempt. That hit a skate. Flyers were changing. Colts bring it up the left wing. Now pass. Colts off the boards out front. Shot. Randall with a good stick to intercept that shot. Looks like a wide way. In the corner. Colts come up with it. Randall might have got away with one there. Brings it up the near wing. Through center and over the blue line. Randall. Ooh, just offside. Andretti for the face-off. Loose puck. Andretti gets it back to Sloan. He'll send it across to Way. Way. Up to Kelly. Kelly turns, fires it into the near corner for DeCamillis. DeCamillis chips it behind the net. In the far corner for Kelly. Back to DeCamillis out front. Andretti had the opportunity, but the Colts goaltender got a piece of it. Colts over the left wing at the blue line, almost stopped. Sloan knocked him off. Colts dump it in behind the Flyers net. Way hard around the boards to the center ice. Kelly kicks that in over the Colts blue line. DeCamillis chasing. Colts pick it up and bring it to the near side. DeCamillis gets it in the corner. Andretti's along the half boards to the blue line. Sloan kept it in. He'll shovel that in front of the net. Kelly being outside up. DeCamillis picks the puck, tries to center it off a stick. Squirts to the near corner. Andretti to Way in the slot. Way cuts to the near side. He's in deep. Sends it back. Off of Andretti's backhand. He keeps it in. Gets it to the near point for Sloan. He lets a shot go through traffic. Loose puck. And Way's going to the box for slashing. 5:54 to go in the third period. Nichols steps in for the faceoff. Colts come up with it. Out front shot. Dittman makes the save. Nickel back in for the faceoff. Nickel gets it in deep to the corner. Felix around the boards. Shot from the point. Saved there by Dittman. And he'll hold it for the whistle. No changes from either team. Nickel back in for the faceoff. in his feet. Nickel squirts three. Hunter just overskated it. Shot. Dittman covers it for the whistle. So we're 19 seconds into the penalty kill. Flyers have changed their forwards. Telford steps in for the faceoff. Gets that to the near wing. Telford got a piece of it. Lunny picks it up just outside the Flyers zone and takes it down the right side. Lunny off the boards. Doesn't get too deep. Colts scrambling. Finally settle it down. Lead pass up to on the right wing. Shot from the blue line. That hit a stick of Telford. He'll pick that up behind his net. Telford turns, sends that down the ice. Lunny on the forecheck. He picks up the puck. Some might call that a hook. Colts all the way into the Flyers blue line. Sloan was there. Has it in his feet. He gets taken out. Colts pick it up in the far corner. Telford pressuring Colts to the faceoff circle. Shot blocked by Sloan. Rebound cleared back to the point. Shot through traffic. That missed wide. Lunny on the rebound. Picks up the near half boards. 35 seconds to go on the penalty. Lunny in over the Colts blue line. He gets hit. Picks up the puck in the far corner. Plays it through the legs. Colts bring it up the left wing through center. Back in over the Flyers blue line. Centering attempt. Fast to the near corner. Sloan pressuring. Colts played around the far wing to the half boards. In behind the Flyers net. Savory's there. He'll chip it off the far boards. Back to 5-on-5. Ways out of the box. Almost intercepted it. Colts back in the Flyers territory. The blue line back in deep. A lot of standing around. Shot. Blocker saved by Dittman. Randall picks up the loose puck. He'll bring up the right side. Randall through center. In over the Colts blue line. It's taken out. Colts pick it up in the far corner off the boards. Outlet pass off of Savory's skate. Kept it in the zone. Gower along the far half boards. Driving it to the far corner. Puck comes out. Shot. Held there by the Colts goaltender for the whistle. Radiant for the faceoff. Kelly had his pocket pick. Colts out the left or right side. Lifted into the Flyers zone to the far corner. Jeffrey Stedman behind the net to the near half boards for DeCamillis. Outlet pass through Andretti's feet to Hunter. Picked off by the Colts. They'll bring it back in the Flyers zone. Loose puck. Kelly. The left side. Played around the defense, just out of his reach. Colts cleared up the center. Andretti back to Jeffrey Stedman. Off the boards to Kelly. He'll dump it into the zone, but doesn't get very deep. Colts send it back up to center. In over the Flyers blue line. Good stick by Jeffrey Stedman. Hunter. Stripped of it at center. Colts bring it back in. So that's Kelly. Back into the blue line. Kelly harder on the boards. To the far blue line, but not out. Colts with the shot. Bouncing puck. Dittman just got a pad on that one. Colts to the half boards up to the point. Shot through traffic. Steered wide by Dittman to the far corner. After Stedman to Kelly. Couldn't clear it. Colts pick it up. Off the boards, back to the corner. Jeffrey Stedman's there. Take it off. Trying to get it off the boards. Felix pressuring. Colts still with the puck. Come out front with it. One-timer shot. And they scored. Minute 43 to go in the third period. Colts come again within one. That's fine.
Probably gonna poke down his back.
Nickel in for the face-off. Bouncing puck. Colts pick it up and over the blue line. We'll take it wide. Way swiping at it. Shot. Dittman kept that one out. Way on the loose puck. Turns, fires harder on the boards. Comes to the blue line, but not out. Colts dump it back in the corner. Sloan behind the net to the far side. Way again to the blue line. Picked up by Hunter. That just got away from him. Colts back in their own end. Hunter pressuring. Colts to the near half boards. They'll play it up the right wing, the left wing, sorry, and over the Flyers' blue line. Sloan back. Colts to the point. That shot didn't get all of it. Nickel to Telford. Miscommunication comes to center ice, back in the Colts' end. Off the glass. To the Flyers' blue line. Sloan across the way. 1 minute to go in the period. Long lead pass behind everybody. Icing waved off. Telford in on the forecheck. Cleared to center. Savory's there. It's Nickel. Nickel brings it in over the blue line to the near wing. Telford at the half board. Colts couldn't get it out. Second effort comes to Felix at the Flyers' blue line. He'll send it in off the boards. 20 seconds to go in the period. Colts cycling back to the half boards. Bring it up the left wing and over the Flyers' blue line to the near corner. Felix on it to Telford. Telford got stripped. Nickel in there. Loose puck comes out front. Savory clears that away. The end of the game.